Greetings everyone, and great here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on the bottom left side as the Yellow Roost, we have the Kid. While on top right side as Magenta Holy Roman Empire, we have Baldus Maximus. Or Baldimus Maximus. When it comes to map generation, we got two gold deposits right next to each other for the Roost player. Counterpart, same thing for Magenta. Both small gold deposits on the right side from Magenta. So did both the deer, so this may be a better expansion location. Oh yeah, we do also have Roost in the field. Yellow does find some of his opponent's deer as well. And let's see, he has 20 trade bounties, so this first set of deer he's killing off. Getting some good kills there. Looks like 5 deer, and he will not get the last one there, so 6 out of 7, that's so pretty good. Scout will take some arrow hits there. This deer deposit has been cleaned on up. This deer deposit is literally in the middle of the map. And it's also a pair of the exotic doggos here. Instead of getting a head pass, he'll put them down as the ATF intended. Oh, thank you for the sub. You are my second ever sub I ever had. Wolf going on down. We do have this scout. He will find the deer here and has a number of sheep following him. He actually does need the sheep nearby. He's actually out of sheep for all his villagers. Currently had 170 trade bounty. Let's see, there's another 8 deer here. So this will give him up to what, 240? And boar down here, sheep here. Don't see me see any more wolves. We need to find one more wolf in order to get tier 2 trade bounty. You can always kill off Pumbaa. The Akin chapel now being put on the field, which help improve the gold collection rate and all of his wood there. His opponent is going for the Kremlin, which help him protect the stone and food. And since he's put it next to the stone deposit, I'm assuming he's going to go for a secondary town center. That's pretty much standard for Rus. Secondary town center. Not any early nights. And he is exactly at 250 trade bounty, so I miscalculated. So he does have now 10% increased gathering rate. Very nice. And with that, let's go and get back into caster mode. I really wish they would make it so you can see the trade bounties up here. Be a bit is easy, as well as some other things like the Chinese. If you highlight the dynasty to show what the effects are, like they were like Song Dynasty, things that sort. Going to fast forward since both players are in the build their landmark phase of the game. And seeing Magenta is also going for more stone, he's eyeing for a secondary town center himself, I'm guessing. Where should the Roost player put his secondary town center? Nope. All the deer are actually in a good spot for a secondary town center there, and also be a good launching off point for some berries. He is building a secondary town center. Actually, no. He has gone for an early night. He may go for secondary town center later. The Holy Empire player is definitely eyeing for a secondary town center right here. Yellow Scout will see this, but there's a good number of villagers currently building it. So he may get it up before the early night charges his way in. He may be able to get 1 villager. I don't think he will get 2. He's already halfway complete. And there's a charge there. Of course, they're not French villagers or French royal knights, so can't 2-shot villagers. Though the scout would have got a couple shanks there, he could have got killed the scout. That scout is down. Not big surprise. And the early knight does take some hits as well, but does get 2 villager kills. See, the Roost player has not gotten any stone just yet, going for more early knights, and got archer range there as well. Maybe eye for a blacksmith to get out siege engineers. And we've got a line of palisade walls there, which will slice through the berries. Which also means he's not going to clean up the deer, nor perhaps clean up boar. May I just a turtle in? He does have, of course, Auction Chapel here. Improved wood collection rate will help out getting out some farms. Scout does hold ground stance there. Could have tried a torch there. Unsuccessful. Now the early knight is able to charge him forward. He has 2 scouts. Another early knight here as well. Does get a element there. And does get the kill on that one. Oh. I think the scout got a couple hits there to improve the damage. And now the early knights are falling him back. Scout. Almost dead. Scouts moving around. Got a bit of coin being collected on up. And the town center getting some more arrows. Right now, Magenta's going to just play the eco game, and the Roost player is going to try to stop him from playing the eco game. Does get some of these villagers garrisoned in there, has 4 archers. We see a blacksmith. We do see a blacksmith. He needs some more gold for siege engineers. Auction Chapel is usually pretty easy to raid, in my opinion, the villagers around it. That's at least what happens when I play Mongols. It's pretty easy to raid them. Scouts moving around. More archers, more knights, more early knights. Wheelbarrow and textiles being researched. Textiles, always something you should have researched a little bit earlier, with the amount of aggressive early knights on the field. Oh, and there's the battering ram. Scouts may have spotted it. There's players still not completing stone. I wonder, did him placing the Kremlin right there, did that throw his opponent off what he's going, what the Roost plan was? Maybe he put the Kremlin right there, next to stone deposit, in order to give a false sense of direction to Holy Roman Empire player. That could be a possibility. We now have battering rams being built, ready to batter down the town center. Scouts do actually have bonus damage versus siege. They can really shank a battering ram for extra damage. And it was like going for triple battering rams. That can be quite a bit of pressure on town center. And granted, they are cheaper now, but easier to deal with. Bulgar Palace, that makes sense. He's crowded in space. He probably won't be able to claim the relics all too well. The Bulgar Palace is a ×4 or ×5 town center. 400% faster suggests it is... I don't know if it's plus 400% or times 400%. So it's either 4 or 5 barracks in one. Very useful. And now I've got the early knights getting some damage there. There's enough space for all those villagers. That was the Knight of Age up for now. Early knights are everywhere. It's good damage. Does lose another villager there. More villagers getting raided. Simply does not have enough storage for them. He needs that Bulgar Palace to get out some fast spearmen. Scout down. More villagers going down. The villager count's not equal. It's not looking good for Magenta. Knight getting some hits over here. Mercy repair is not activated. I'm trying to say Mercy War Speed, but that's the wrong game. Archers getting hit by the town centers. Knights are going to find some more villagers. There's one. There's enough space in that town center for him, but now that none of these villagers can get inside, he needs to go for. He's going for man-at-arms. Unupgraded spearmen or unupgraded early man at arms? I'm not sure what's better in this situation. I think the spearman may be actually better. Counselor does go down. He's going to lose quite a bit of villagers, down to 27 villagers. Now they're right. Oh, he has got the upgrade for the man at arms now. Now the castle wage man at arms. Villager still getting hit. He only has 15 villager storage there. Early knights are slowly being whittled down. Battering down the farms. At this point in time, that is actually pretty expensive because he has full price farms. He doesn't get discount like the English. Oh yeah, definitely rough for the Ottoman Empire player. Good chance he may not. He may need to rush out Palace of Swabia and lock down with spearmen. He's fighting against some archers. Man-arms will still be good. There's more villagers getting hit there. He's down to 17 villagers. Got the 15 inside and these 2 here. He's lost most of his farms as well. If I was purple this point in time, I would probably just back out of the game. So the Reese player is very far from aging up. So he will be fighting against an age advantage, but he has more than double villagers on one town center. And his opponent had 2. Yes. No, that's not even feasible to go for the Palace of Swabia. At this moment in time, he needs to rush out secondary another town center. Not necessarily rush out, but build another town center to get more villager production. Because I don't see any way he can age up pretty quickly enough. Though he is pushing forward some man-at-arms, which will be very effective versus these archers. They'll take actually 2 damage at the moment. He does have 1 range upgrade, and these guys do not have +1 range armor. Militia are doing 6 damage, so even +1 melee damage would be very good against the militia, reducing the damage output by half. But these early knights are still going to pose some problems. They do 19 damage and 29 damage charge attack. He's just trying to run away from the militia. Does not have marching drills either. The militia are going to die from dysentery in 25 seconds. Oh, look on the bright side. The Holy Empire player does not need any more barracks with the Volgrad Palace. So he has plenty of production and pretty much at will production. Oh, look, a sheep right there. The militia have died to a heart attack. He does have, of course, Rose Relic inside the outpost. He does have access to relics here to pick up relics. That can get his economy spiked. Each relic will basically provide him 2 villagers worth of gold income. Man-arms getting picked off 1 at a time, which is not great. Relics increase does this. Inside of a garrison does plus 50% armor, in this case range armor, not important, plus 35% range damage, plus 25% sight range, and plus 20% weapon range. So when you upgrade a spring golden placement, as it is right now, it will have 54 damage per shot, which is not bad. Against the armor of the early knights, it will 4-shot the early knights. Additionally, the extra arrows will have increased damage as well, but not great. Though 8 damage against 4 range armor, it's not too bad. But he is losing more villagers right now, which is not good. That villager maybe gets saved. Yeah, it does get saved. Another villager does go down. Taking out every additional villager is going to be very painful for Magenta. Does save that one. And does take another villager there. He may need to rush out blunt weapons right now, so that would be a bit expensive right now. Blunt weapons will get +4 damage versus the the early knights. Let's see, he is going for blunt weapons. It is 350 resources for as this moment. He has 20 villagers versus 52, so it is incredibly expensive right now for him. Will greatly improve his man-at-arms. So now they're doing 18 damage per attack against the knights. In fact, the knights he's fighting against only has 20 damage. So these man-at-arms can be incredibly cost-effective versus these knights now. The early knights do only have 190 health versus 155. Both of them, and also +1 more armor for the man-at-arms as well. So damage and health are very similar, but the cost is very different. 240 versus 120, half the price for the man-at-arms. Granted, they have to run on their own feet and not on a pair of hooves, or 2 pairs of hooves. Getting some good damage there. Getting back the knights. If you think about it right now, his opponent has twice the amount of villagers, and the man-at-arms are half price. If this game goes on, it will be a stalemate. Holding on or slowly losing. Man-at-arms. Getting good damage there. Townsend now firing away. The arrows are doing 2 damage each first against the knights. Does inside the Townsend there. Man-at-arms could turn around and fight. These villagers trying to run around. Yeah, at this one time may just sneak out more outposts for villager storage. A couple more villagers goes down. Down to 21. He's also not building any more villagers at the moment since he's out of food. That means he can't really afford any more man-at-arms. He has a bit of wood to work with. Maybe grab... Unsuccessful wool there. Maybe grab a handful of villagers, get out some more farms. Yakin Chapel does provide plus 40% income, and they both have level 1 food and wood, so that's the same. Yakin Chapel's really helping him out, that's for sure. He has 2 outposts here with spring golds, with relics. He has picked up a 3rd relic somewhere. Somewhere is the keyword. Man-at-arms may not be aggressive, they have to be defensive. He's fighting against a good number of knights. Now we've got the high trade house being built. He's gonna run up here. The villagers can get inside the outpost. They're not fortified at the moment. With the spring golem placements, they can get some good damage on the early knights. Those man-at-arms still advancing, but these fortified palisade walls are going to be very hard to break through. Though there may be an opportunity where you can slip on by over here. More man-at-arms being pulled on the field. Only splits off 1 man-at-arm to pursue that villager. Good. Oh, we got another spring gold outpost here. And there's next age. Now the Roost player can bring in his regular knights, rather than early knights, and then get Boreas Fortitude. Think about knights, there's a good number of knights right there. And very late response there by Magenta, so he does lose a good number of villagers. He now has 1/3 of the villager population of his opponent. So these man-at-arms are going to be harassing some of these villagers. He does have a bit of gold to work with. And now I've got marching drills being researched. Marching drills will help out his man-at-arms move around the field. Don't know if taking time to torch down the high trade house is going to be useful. Not like some meditation gardens. Right now, the villagers do move faster than man-at-arms unless they have the combat sprint. And more of these man-at-arms are getting some hits there. Well, even though his man-at-arms won't really accomplish too much, they will keep his opponent back in his base, preventing him from being assaulted. So they will get impaled. 9 man-at-arms in the field. We know that there's 2 here and 1 here. Charlotte trying to grab this relic, looks like. He has quite a bit of food stored up now. And now the Roost players want to go for some crossbows, which are hard to counter those men-at-arms. Oh, he also got 2 end weapons. Was not paying attention to that. Those villagers do get bopped. Relic number 4 being claimed. And he does not take up that knight. He does have a number of wounded knights, so getting out a monk to heal them up wouldn't be half bad. Or torch down more of the walls. Fortified outpost somewhere, right here. Pakistan to get out another lumber camp. Holy Roman Empire player does have 2 range armor. Maybe he's squeezing out some mangonels, because you know he's going to be fighting against crossbows relatively soon. So I'm thinking maybe mangonel man-at-arm wouldn't be half bad composition. Makes a couple spearmen in for spear braces against the knights. They don't even have to be veteran spearmen, they could be just hardened spearmen. Villagers do escape from town centers. He's going to lose some farms. Man-at-arms trying to engage now. Multiple of these Roost Knights are quite wounded. Got these Roost Knights now engaging. Got spring golds everywhere. He has claimed 4 relics now. These Roost Knights are about to go down, honestly. And Man-at-arms now pursuing to engage. Let's take out those units. Maybe replenish these walls right there. Maybe go for a round of walls there to help prevent flanks. The economy is still not good for Holy Roman Empire player. He's just staying afloat thanks to Aachen Chapel being incredibly strong. Personally, I think Aachen Chapel is like the strongest H2 landmark in the entire game. And he does have a good number of relics. 4 relics. And now a good number of outposts. And with all the outposts, he does have a good amount of storage here for his villagers. The next raid or 5 raids. And there's some more batter rams. Very good. I'm sort of glad they... Also sort of sad they sort of got rid of the circle dance around the siege weapons that are being built. But now they will queue up siege weapons a little bit better than play Ring Around the Rosie around them. You now have military academies in the field. It's best to go to military academies once you have 5 or 7 or greater military structures in the field. I don't see that many, so probably not a good idea to go for military academies just yet. I think I just saw a purchase there. I think it was for some wood. Well, I'm going to try to really push out batting rams to crack Spawn's base finally.
Zieht zum Gewehr kommen. Das soll mich überleben.
Работа выполнена.
Now there's 17 crossbows in the field, which is more crossbows than his opponent has men-at-arms. I think he's trying to save us resources for the Palace of Swabia. Another round of fortified palisade walls, and there is his army. If you realize that there's an army right there, now is the time to attack. Granted, with our cast division, we know that's basically the entirety of his army. So we do have a good number of man-at-arms being queued up here. The batteries going to pose a massive threat to Magenta, and these man-at-arms are in no position to go back there and save him. Spring Galls push forward, or Mangonels push forward. They need to start hitting these early knights. Villagers trying to get into the town centers. We have good enough arrows, but he does not have any range increase upgrades, so he does not get extra damage on his arrows. 5 battering rams pose a massive threat to him. The early knights are taking an early beating, or they're not early knights anymore, just regular knights. A couple more villagers going down. We're going to be cracking up these outposts now. A couple more man-at-arms over here. Res repair on this outpost. We'll keep it afloat. More walls here to hold, though some of them are getting bopped through the walls. This outpost will go down. There's some swords nearby, though you will lose some of these villagers. Emergency repair is no longer active. This outpost will go down, though maybe the villagers can pop out over here and start torching down these handful of battering rams. As the army is slowly being whittled down, man-at-arms being brought back, a little bit late I would say. More outposts going down, all the outposts are now down, and Magenta finally back to the game. It's Anagrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.